to the SYEP 10-minute tip video series. Have you ever heard the phrase, "It's not what you know, but who you know"? That's all about networking. Today we will hear from Andrew and what he has to say about networking.
Hello and welcome to today's TED Talk. I'm just playing. My name is Andrew Curtis and I'm doing a presentation today on networking tips and tricks. And before I get into any of those, I'm going to just give you a little bit of background about myself. I'm also from the mean streets of Virginia Beach like you guys. I didn't have a cool summer youth employment program to lean on to go make money. So I had a whole bunch of random jobs and had no strategy whatsoever to make sure that at some point in my life, I got to a decent spot. However, over the years, because I'm old, I'm sure you think so, I've been able to figure some stuff out, and I want to share it with you guys today. But first, a little bit about myself. I am a Army reservist. I'm also a corporate strategy director for a health insurance company, and I invest in real estate a little bit. So I have to network in all of the different types of jobs that I do to make sure that I'm continuing to grow, earn some income, and create some new opportunities. So with that being said, I'm going to jump straight in, and I'm going to go 1 through 3 on my top 3 tips. I'm also going to give you guys a couple of other bonus tips, either networking related or otherwise, just really about what I feel in my heart by the time I'm done with the main tips. So first, we're going to focus on number 1, meeting people through people. Right now on the other end of this camera is a guy named Trey. I met Trey through my friend Andrea, who runs the Summer Youth Employment Program. We talked for a little bit about his life, his career, and so forth up until this point, and now I have another person in my network. I met Trey through Andrea. The importance of meeting people through other people really can't be looked at without anything but positivity, because in the end, it's going to expand your network and create opportunities you may not have seen before or even thought about. So when your parents tell you to come downstairs because they have guests over outside of COVID, once COVID's over, don't be like, oh, I want to stay on my tablet. I want to find out what's going on in social media. So-and-so just broke up with so-and-so. Go down and have that conversation. You never know where that could lead. So I'm going to touch on a few things that you probably have heard before around meeting people through people, but you don't really get right now. First, there's power in association. What does that mean? All of the friends that you have that your parents don't like believe that they're bad for you because in some way, shape, or form, when you associate with them, they bring you down from what your parents feel your potential is. Keeping that in mind right now, you probably don't really care. However, in the future, it does have a big impact. I know kids that I went to high school with who were in the wrong crowd, and they've paid for it through jail, through other credit issues, just things that impact their lives negatively as they get older. You're not thinking about that now, but in the future, it will be something that could impact you. 2, there is power in personal referrals. So as you meet people through people, that personal referral could actually lead you to opportunities that you didn't know about, and that person on the other side of that referral is actually a person who could potentially be a lifelong contact, an advocate for your career, a access point to a new business, opportunities that you probably never even thought about before. And 3, working through people can also, or connecting through people can also lead to exploring opportunities, challenges, and experiences that you otherwise wouldn't even have thought about. For example, one of my kids, I have 6, don't judge me. One of my kids loves baking. Well, initially she loved to bake anything all across the board. One time she met one of my coworkers and they sat down and did baking specific to cakes. At 11 years old now, my daughter has a small baking business that she charges $50 a cake. Yeah, Walmart doesn't charge that much, I don't know why, but they're custom, they're really cool. And if not for that connection through one of my friends, she wouldn't have started her business and now been just caking off. Number 2, use social media like it uses you. So right now, I want you to put up 5 fingers. No, seriously, put up 5 fingers. No? Okay. Well, look at me put up 5 fingers. All right. So put a finger down if you have Instagram. I don't, so I'm going to have a finger up, but I'm going to put it down for you. Put a finger down if you have Snapchats or Snapchat, whatever y'all young people call it. I don't have that either, but yeah, whatever. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, which used to be Musical.ly, by the way. All right, so this is how much money most of y'all are probably making off of those, right? Yes? Okay, cool. Well, have you ever thought about using those social media tools to actually help you earn income? You can. Have you ever thought about using another tool, such as LinkedIn, to network? You can, even at a young age. So set up a LinkedIn profile, evaluate how you can make that grow. Start off with contacts of your parents, or start off with contacts of your friends. Encourage your friends to create a LinkedIn profile. And then start to grow your network through social media. You can also redirect and use your other more social medias, like the ones I just named, to leverage your business and professional profile as well. All right, so lastly, let other people speak. So we're gonna do that right now because I've been speaking a whole bunch, and now I'm gonna let another person speak. However, I'm the only one here, so I'm gonna actually just play both people. All right, so now we're actually gonna have an interaction between me as a young professional trying to get some mentorship and me, an old guy who already has a good job. How you doing? Yes, my name is Andrew. It's great to meet you. I'm really excited to learn from you today. Well, that's great, Andrew. My name is Andrew too, and you know, I love to talk about myself. Yes, so what do you have for me today? Well, you know, I just really like to learn how you became so successful in your career and your businesses, and what I can do to position myself for growth early on so, you know, I can be just as successful. Funny you say that. Well, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Here's the list of how to be successful in life, just like Bill Gates. That was a terrible role play. However, I think you guys get the gist. In general, if you sit back and you ask questions that allow the other person to speak, you can grow your network. A lot of times what happens by the end of it is the individual that you spoke with, they're going to feel that you were actually very interested. They're going to feel that you are very thoughtful and attentive. They're going to feel like you're the type of person they want to work with, even though you hardly said anything. If you're wondering, well, what in the heck do I say to someone? I really don't know what to say. Here's some tips. And this part is serious. These are good questions you should ask. How long have you been with this company or in this field? What do you dislike about your career? What type of training did you need? What's the company culture like? All those are really simple, straightforward questions, right? Nod your head. All right, cool. All right, so most folks don't even think to ask these questions in a job interview. I don't care if you're working for Wendy's, McDonald's, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, my favorite, or any other company. It could be larger, big corporations. When you go into an interview and you ask those basic questions, you turn the table on the person you're interviewing with. When you go into a networking situation, you turn the table on the person you're trying to grow with, and you actually extract knowledge and information from them. Networking is a two-way street, just like job interviewing is a two-way street. You want to try to get as much out as possible so you can add value for that networking relationship and for your own career. All right, so bonus tips. And I only have a couple. The first is not related to networking, it's related to job interviews. Sarcasm's just not one of my many talents, or whatever this says. Great shirt, don't wear it to a job interview. Also, if you're gonna go to a job interview, don't wear slides. I gotta be comfortable, but if you're going to a job interview, don't wear slides. Lastly, if you're going to network and gather insights, make sure you do it the Chick-fil-A way, not the Popeyes way. What does that mean? Don't act like the person that you're networking with is burdensome or it's a challenge or an issue. Go in with an open mind. Look to be grateful, gracious, and thoughtful with their time. be concise when you can, and try to extract as much information from them, and then look for ways to add value back. And with that, I want to say thank you and happy networking. Feel free to reach out to Andrea Holloman if you have any questions and comments. You can get it back to me. I'd be happy to help you guys any way I can. Bye, guys.
Never underestimate the power of networking. Whether it's your mom's friend, a friendly neighbor, or your science teacher, you never know how someone can open many doors for you. If you have any further questions about networking, feel free to contact SYEP staff at syep@vbgov.com. As always, take the quick quiz below for a chance to win some free SYEP swag. We'll see you next week as we talk about free versus not so free money.